Thanks again for taking care of that mess.
Repairing damage. Finished.
Looks like things are getting back to normal.
They're gonna shut the Inclinator down completely. I've been saying that since it was built.
You said it wasn't gonna work, too. Then you said it was gonna get us jobs. You said everything, 10 times over. You call that predicting the future?
Think like that and they already got you script, man. That's their play. Make out like it was some low-town plot and see how we react.
Doesn't bother me. Only time I went up the Inclinator was when I got arrested. Careful walking around here at night.
Know where I can get a decent pilot?
Can't afford anyone in Upper Seattle. Don't expect to get a better deal just because you're in a scabby part of town.
I'm ready to pay well, if the pilot's worth it.
If it was me, I'd hire a smuggler. Someone with some experience, you know? Then the WTO Air Patrol could kiss my ass. Best place for that sort of thing is the Greasel Pit. It's just on the other side of the Inclinator tunnel.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the box and cleans the floors up there. How would he get to work without the Inclinator?
Shall we conduct business?
What are you selling?
I have a black market biomod canister, which enables non-piezo chem functionality. I am also selling free energy cells for powering your biomodified systems. Or you might want 2 EMP grenades for disrupting electronic devices, such as surveillance equipment. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half market price.
I'll take the black market biomod.
Diomar, appreciate your business.
Today marks the one-year anniversary of the refinery riots, protesting the incorporation of Seattle into the WTO. Mourners held a candlelight vigil in remembrance of those killed in the chaos. After the results of the referendum were announced on this day last year, demonstrators took to the streets to make their anger and disapproval known. Protesters claimed that the vote had been somehow fixed and that the results did not reflect the will of the people, particularly those living outside the enclave. It took several days before peace returned to the streets of Seattle, but there were no further disturbances afterward, although some of the tension lingers.
You don't look like you're from around here.
Look like an enclave type. Cooked! No active weapons in the Greasel Pit. First I gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Go ahead, send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your way out. You're clear to go in now.
But what about the apartment?
I already picked up my gear.
Your gear? You're leaving? Sid, you made me get this big place. Do you know how high my rent is?
Come on, I'll be back. You know this is home to me, Cindy.
Sandy.
Sandy, right. But a captain's got to sail if he wants to keep his ship. Well, well. An Enclave kid comes down to cruise the slums on Daddy's credit line. First time at sea level?
My parents are dead. They were in Chicago at the time of the attack.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just talking chuff, no offense.
Sure.
Sid Black. Call me Sid. Best jet jockey in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you're on your own? If you need a lift, I'm game. All you gotta do is bail out my jet and give me a little something for my trouble.
Who has your jet?
Sophia Sack, crime boss of the port. Holds court in the Heron's Loft building on the other side of town past the Order Church. Took my jet because she said I came up short on a shipment, but she's a lying thief. Everyone knows Sid's never lost a load.
How much do you charge your passengers?
For a pretty lady like you, the going rate minus 20%. But I'm up to Swanee until I get those mercs away from my jet. Maybe you could arrange an accident, know what I mean? Take out Sack and her two-bit security force. You look like the type. Wiry, steely-eyed, like this lady bounty hunter I dated once.
Pit's downstairs.
Leo,
Chicago, you made it out.
what are you doing down here? Signing up with the Order Church like Billy?
Terrorists.
The WTO? Chief Morgan seems pretty intent on recruiting us.
Leeches. They want a monopoly on everything, including security agents.
Then what are you going to do?
You need work? You go to the pit. This is what I did. I found work. Mercenaries, black market. In a few hours, they sent me to Egypt. You said you never heard of Leo Jankowski? Well, you just wait.
I thought you wanted to be a corporate heavy.
I've been thinking about this. I don't want to be a lab monkey or be in anybody's army. I don't want to be a piece of meat they fight over. Corporate heavy, maybe. But right now, I work for myself.
But I talked to Mr. Carter, one-on-one. He laid it all out, straight up.
Uh-huh.
Templar stand for something, you know. It's ancient, it's philosophy, and it strips the paps of all that our holiness, love, and meditate and mumble to yourself.
These guys are mercenaries. They pitch whatever creed their boss tells them to.
Just haven't ever really studied the Knights Templar. They have the same basic ideas as the Holy Church, but they believe it, they fight for it, and they don't rip off a bunch of other religions.
Her Holiness wants to bring everyone together. It's called koinonia, fellowship and communication. Yeah, koinonia, I think it's Greek.
You secrets are just little parrots. Repeating new backing words every week. There's a new sheriff in town, in case you want to know.
I am studying Acolyte, the mental factor for inebriation.
Face. Interesting. Introduce yourself.
Is this the prank call or something? Funny way to meet people.
I search every place I can. You're very close, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Close to what?
You look modified.
So?
I need help. I'm a helicopter pilot. They're holding me captive, along with my chopper, at the WTO terminal in Upper Seattle.
Right, I heard about your helicopter. How'd you get this call past WTO security?
I've tapped into the terminal's local network. The passcode to the hangar holding my vehicle is 00485. Get me out of here, and I'll fly you anywhere you want, free of charge.
I could use a pilot. I'll think about it.
Match 7. Gobs are in the chute. Buy-in is the house minimum. Odds are 1 to 1.
You really have cockfights with transgenics down here?
Hey, better watch the thieves speak around the pit, or these scabs, not me of course, but these other scabs might take advantage. Know what I'm saying?
Sorry. So how do I know which transgenic to bet on? They all look the same to me.
You work in a lab or something?
Something like that.
Well, we fight gobs down here. Green gobs, brown gobs, baby-stealing, sewer-slinking, good-eating gobs. Follow me? Right now, it's Green Dragon in the North Chute, Shutterbug in the South. Walk around, check the fighters, then let me know where you want to put your money.
Let me think about it.
Make it quick. Gobzilla's on deck.
The bookie's at the south door.
Mean sons of bitches, that's for sure. Looking for a sure thing? She's right under the grate there. Check out the scales on that girl. That's Green Dragon, a new gob fresh from the sewer. Mean as nails.
She been in many fights?
A greasel don't grow up wild and not get in fights. I said this gob is fresh, understand? Been hunting scab winos for years.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey lady, listen up. Wanna script some real cash? You look like the mercenary type.
Depends on what you mean by script.
Final match is 4 to 1 odds. Buy-in begins right after this fight, after which the odds stand, even if something happens to one trainer's lineup.
You want me to kill someone's greasel?
Shh! I'm talking about the champ Gobzilla. Follow me? She's still at Tina's pad in the Heron's Loft building near the Inclinator, apartment 22. I'll give you a bounty if that gob dies. Plus, you get to make bank on the 4 to 1 situation. Cool?
I'll think about it.